I just finished filming my everyday makeup routine, and I wanted to make a video talking about my favorite highlighter of all time. This is by Laura Mercier, and this is in highlight number 1. There are 4 colors in this range, but I have the lightest one, which is number 1. And this is what it looks like. And this is my favorite highlighter of all time. So I'm pretty sure this was popular a few years ago, but I don't follow trends, so I wasn't aware that it was hyped up on the internet, if you will. The way that I discovered this was that I was following this actress called Megan Good. If you guys know her, she has a very nice skin tone. She's just flawless. She has good skin and good natural makeup. So I was like trying to track down her skincare routine and her makeup routine, and I finally found it. I saw like this very bad quality video of her talking about using Laura Mercier, and I was like, what's a Laura Mercier? So I looked it up. Megan Good does use their tinted moisturizer and their highlighter, so I was very excited when I found out her makeup routine. So I picked this up at Sephora, and this was $44. So I usually don't splurge on makeup, and this took me about 5 to 6 months debating if it was worth the purchase. And after a few months, I did make the purchase, and I've been using it every day since. So I've been using this for about a year and a half now. I absolutely adore it. So this highlighter gives you the most luminous, natural, lit from within look. It's not shimmery, it's not glittery, there's no metallic in it, there's no opalescent in it. It's just a very nice, natural highlighter. If I had to describe it, I would describe it as a pearlescent glow. So it just gives you that nice, healthy glow. The way that I would describe it is like when you step out of the shower and the restroom is still steamy and you look in the mirror and your face has that moisturized, misty glow. This is what that'll give you. So this is the first highlighter that I ever purchased, and this is the only one that I've ever purchased until recently. Like I said, this was $44, which is very steep in my opinion, but I do believe that it's worth it. I'm not telling you guys to go out there to buy a $44 highlighter if you don't need it, but since my makeup is very small, I only have one of each item, like one eyeliner, one blush, one powder, and one highlighter. This was worth it to me. I've been using it for a year, and I still have a lot of product left, so I'm thinking this will last me a couple of more years. And I just love the natural glow effect that it gives you. So like I said, I'm not into glitter, I'm not into shimmer, I'm not into crazy pop in your face highlighters. I don't like that. I just don't like that look. I am in my late 20s, so I like an everyday natural glow look. Like I said, this was $44 and it was very expensive for me. I don't usually splurge on makeup, so I was very hesitant and debating back and forth before I bought it. But I did just shoot a everyday makeup video and I used this product, and I know a lot of people are gonna watch that video and are going to want to duplicate the same glow effect on their skin. And $44, you know, it might be out of their range, and I'm not comfortable pushing a $44 highlighter on somebody. I do recommend it, but I'm not comfortable pushing it. I don't want you guys to believe that you guys have to break the bank to get a glowy effect. So I went on a hunt for a drugstore dupe, and the closest one that I found is Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. And this is in number 10, it's Be My Highlight. So I read that this was a very close dupe to the Laura Mercier. So looking at the two colors in the pan, they're very similar in color. I'm gonna show you guys. They're very similar in color. However, the Laura Mercier has more of a marbled look, whereas the Essence is a overall color. So I picked up this Essence highlighter at Ulta for $5, and I'm going to swatch both of them side by side so that you guys can see the color difference. So I'm going to swatch the Essence here. And then I'm going to swatch the Laura Mercier here. So they both have that pearlescent finish. They have the same nice smooth texture. Okay, so look at that. They're very similar. So this is the Laura Mercier right here, and then this is the Essence. So if you could see, the Essence is just one shade darker than the Laura Mercier. So I did try the Essence out this week, and my thoughts on it is that it's very similar as far as the finish and the formula goes. So it gives that nice pearl effect. And it has the same formulation. It goes on very smoothly. However, this is not an exact color dupe. So the Essence right here has more of a peach champagne color to it, whereas the Laura Mercier right here has more of a cream pearl color to it. So although they're not an exact color dupe, they are an exact finish dupe. It has the same finish, it has the same texture. However, this is just a hinge darker, and this is just a tad lighter. So it's very comparable. It's the closest that you'll find as far as drugstore goes. So in indoor lighting, I cannot tell the difference between the Essence highlighter and the Laura Mercier highlighter. It looks the exact same in indoor lighting. So I wore the Essence here in my bedroom, and then I've looked at it in the restroom lighting. I've also looked at the lighting at my office, which I think they use halogen lighting, and then I've seen it with those bright lights in the restrooms at work, and I cannot tell the difference between the Essence highlighter and then the Laura Mercier. They're very similar in indoor lighting. However, I do have to say that in direct sunlight, I do see the champagne color come through. So in direct sunlight, this is obviously not a cream color. This is a champagne color, which is amplified in direct sunlight. So since this is a champagne peach color and I use it as a highlight, in indoor lighting it looks like a highlight, but in outdoor lighting it looks like I have bronzer in all the wrong places. But this will work for me. So I have light skin, but I have warm undertones. So I have yellow golden undertones. So even though the Essence is just a hint darker, it will work for my skin tone because like I said, I have a warm undertone. So I'm able to tan very nicely without burning. Even though I do not, I stay out of the sun. The Laura Mercier Highlight number 1 is my favorite highlighter of all time and will always be. I'm not interested in exploring any other options at this point. However, the Essence is the closest drugstore dupe there is out there. It's not an exact color dupe, it's just a shade darker. It's more of a peach champagne shade, whereas the Laura Mercier is a cream pearl shade. So it's not an exact color dupe. They're very close. However, this is just a hint darker. They have the same finish and the same formula and the same glowy effect. However, if you're very fair skinned, this will come out too dark for you. It really will. Since I am fair skinned but I have gold undertones, this does work for me, so I won't return it. I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep it. Usually that breaks my rule because I only have one makeup product at a time, but it's okay if I have 2 highlighters. I'm all about that highlight. So this is, you know, my higher end highlighter, and I'll probably keep this in my restroom at all times. This never leaves my restroom. This I would take with me on vacation. And if I'm on vacation, I might be a little bit tanner, so this will just be perfect. My final thoughts are that these two are not an exact color dupe. However, they are the exact finish dupe. So it has the same formula and the same pearlescent finish. However, this is just a touch darker. It's more of a champagne peach, whereas this is like a creamy pearl color. I think this would be a dupe for like a Laura Mercier highlight number 2. So it's not a dupe, it's not a color dupe for the highlight number 1.